Would you like to express yourself better in English? Have you ever been having a conversation in English and you were trying to express yourself and the words were just on the tip of your tongue, but you couldn't get them out? Well, don't worry. This is extremely common, but never fear. Today, I am here to help. Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com, and today you are going to level up your English vocabulary skills so that you will have the words that you want to say the next time that you have a conversation. In English, we have lots of little phrases called idioms. In fact, there are thousands and thousands of them. I lost my touch. I'll give it a shot. Sorry, my hands are tied. Which one of these thousands and thousands of phrases are used actually in daily life? Well, in today's lesson, you are going to learn 10 intermediate idioms and 10 advanced idioms. Plus, I have a little bonus that I'm going to tell you about. Like always, I have created a free PDF worksheet. This worksheet includes all of the intermediate idioms, all of the advanced idioms, plus a bonus. 10 bonus phrases, 5 intermediate idioms, and 5 advanced idioms that are not even in this video. You'll have to download that free worksheet in order to get those bonus idioms. Plus, at the bottom of the worksheet, there is a 10-question quiz. Test yourself. See if you really understand and remember these expressions. You can click on the link in the description, add your name and email address, and this PDF worksheet will, voila, go directly into your email inbox so that you can start studying today. And the coolest thing is that once you sign up for a free PDF worksheet, you will continue to get my free PDFs every single week. You don't need to sign up for them again. I will just immediately send them to you every week. How great is that? Hooray! So click on the link in the description to download today's free PDF right now. All right, let's get started with our intermediate idioms. Number 1 is to play it by ear. Take a look at this sample sentence. I'm not feeling that great today, so I'm not sure if I'll go to the party. I'm just going to play it by ear. This means that I'm going to act without a plan. I don't know, we'll see. Let's play it by ear. Idiom number 2 is my hands are tied. Take a look at this sentence. I'd love to help, but my hands are tied by company policy. If there's a client asking for some confidential information that would be really helpful to that client, but the policy says that you cannot give it to them, well, you are restrained by that policy. I'm sorry, my hands are tied. I can't do it. Intermediate idiom number 3 is to lose your touch. What? Is that possible? Take a look at this. I used to play the flute really well, but I think I've lost my touch. This is true for me. I used to play the flute all the time, every day, and it's been quite a while since I've played. So if I picked up my flute and tried to play the same songs that I used to play, do you think I would be as good as I used to be? Nope. I have lost my touch. I need to practice more and more so that I don't lose my touch. And it's the same with English. You need to practice a little bit every day so that you don't lose your touch. Intermediate idiom number 4 is to give it a shot. Give it a shot. Are we talking about shooting something? No. Take a look at this. I've never tried ballroom dancing, but I'll give it a shot. You can see that I'm willing to try it, and it's kind of a reckless feeling. I don't know, maybe it will be terrible. Maybe I'll make a fool of myself, but I'll give it a shot. This is exactly the attitude that you need when you are in an uncomfortable English situation. If you need to explain something to someone and you're not exactly sure what to say, if you see a lost tourist and you feel like you should help them, well, you might make a fool of yourself. It's true, but what's the worst that could happen? Give it a shot. Try to help. Intermediate idiom number 5 is piece of cake. Now, this is one that is commonly taught in textbooks in the classroom as just to mean something easy. The test was a piece of cake. But this is true, but in daily life, we are more likely to use it with a certain attitude. So if I took a test and you said, Vanessa, how'd the test go? I would say, piece of cake, piece of cake, with this attitude of, it was no big deal. Piece of cake, piece of cake. This is the most common way that we use this idiom in daily life. It means easy, but you have to use it with this blasé attitude. Piece of cake. Intermediate idiom number 6 is to hit the nail on the head. Take a look at this. He hit the nail on the head when he said that the team needed more support. This means he got the answer exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. There's a lot of problems with the team, but the most important foundational issue is that the team needs more support. You hit the nail on the head. Intermediate idiom number 7 is to break the ice. Take a look at this. The teacher told a funny joke to break the ice on the first day of class. You've probably been in that situation. You sit in a classroom on the first day of school, first day of a class, and it's just awkward and uncomfortable. So when someone does something funny, it can help everyone feel relieved. You need to break the ice. Intermediate idiom number 8 is to be under the weather. She looked under the weather, so I told her to rest. If you're feeling somewhat sick, not exceedingly sick, just somewhat sick, you're probably under the weather. And I think that this is a great expression to use for those sniffles, those headaches, those general uneasy days when you just don't feel like yourself. You might say, sorry, I didn't answer that question very clearly. I'm just feeling under the weather today. It's a good excuse. It probably is a true excuse some days for just the way that you're feeling. Intermediate idiom number 9 is to bite the bullet. Sounds like an awful thing to do, right? Take a look at this. He decided to bite the bullet and apologize for his mistake. It can be the hardest thing in the world to do, right? To say you're sorry for a problem. And that's the essence here. When you bite the bullet, you're doing something really difficult. Something maybe that has been weighing on you. I should do that. I don't want to do that. It's going to take too long. Maybe it's calling the water company to ask them about a bill. Maybe it's talking to your husband or wife about a difficult topic. I just need to bite the bullet and do it. It probably is true. Just bite the bullet. And intermediate idiom number 10 is to burn the midnight oil. It's kind of a hint here. Midnight oil. Take a look at this. I had to burn the midnight oil to finish my report on time. I did this all the time in college. I stayed up really late, sometimes all night, in order to finish a report, study for an exam. This just means you stayed up all night. You probably, or most of the night, you probably did not have an old-fashioned oil lamp, but it's the essence here that you are staying up through midnight. You are burning that midnight oil to finish something that needed to get done. If you would like to learn 5 more intermediate idioms, including one about milk, that's right. You can download the free PDF worksheet in the description and get those 5 intermediate bonus idioms. All right, let's go to our 10 advanced idioms next. Advanced idiom number 1 is to bark up the wrong tree. To bark is ruff, ruff. It's what a dog does. And often dogs will bark when there is an animal or a cat in a tree. Well, what does it mean to bark up the wrong tree? Take a look at this. If you think I took your book, you are barking up the wrong tree. It just means you are mistaken. But I want to let you know that this idiom is often used to talk about sexual preference. So, if you are at a restaurant and you see a handsome man across the restaurant and you tell your friend, do you think that he would go on a date with me? And your friend said, I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Well, what does that mean? It means that handsome man across the restaurant is not interested in girls. You are barking up the wrong tree. And that's often how this is used in daily conversation. But you can also use it to just mean you're wrong. Advanced idiom number 2 is the ball is in your court. I love this expression. You could say this: I've given you all the information. Now the ball is in your court. That means that all the pressure is off of you. You've given all the information, all the details. Now it is the other person's choice to make a decision and take action. It is not your responsibility anymore. The ball is in your court. Advanced idiom number 3 is another one that I like. It is to cut to the chase. What if I said, we don't have much time. We need to cut to the chase. Well, it means we can't dilly-dally and take our time. We need to get to the point. We need to cut to the chase. Advanced idiom number 4 is a blessing in disguise. What if I said this? I've heard some people say that the COVID pandemic, for them personally, was a blessing in disguise. It helped them to reframe their priorities and realize what mattered most to them. Well, a pandemic is never a blessing, right? But here we're trying to find the silver lining or the good part of something bad. What was the good part? It helped them to reframe their values, what was important, and rethink life. I think this is what happened for a lot of us. It helped us to view our lives and the world in a different way. It was possibly, for some people, a blessing in disguise, at least if you want to look at that piece of it. Advanced idiom number 5 is to throw in the towel. What if you said this? I am never going to throw in the towel. I never give up. Well, that's what it means. It means to give up. So if you say, oh, this is just impossibly difficult, I'm just going to throw in the towel. It means you're giving up. You're not going to do it anymore because it's too hard. Sometimes you have to throw in the towel, and sometimes you should keep going. Advanced idiom number 6 is one that I use often, and it is to take it with a grain of salt. This is a long expression, to take it with a grain of salt. So whenever someone asks my advice for something, let's say gardening. I have a big garden. I have been gardening, growing vegetables and flowers for several years, but I'm still an amateur. I haven't been doing this for 30 years. I'm not a professional. So when someone asks me for gardening advice, I use this phrase. Well, this is what I do, but take it with a grain of salt. I'm an amateur, so please don't take my opinion or my advice too seriously. You should still ask other people, you should still research it, but here's what I do. This is kind of a humble way to couch your language and to give some advice, to say, this works, this has been going well for me, but take it with a grain of salt. It's probably not the most professional advice. Advanced idiom number 7 is to beat around the bush. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me what happened. Don't you hate it when someone is telling you this really passionate story and you want to know what happens and they just won't cut to the chase? What a lovely phrase. You might tell them, stop beating around the bush. And this means you're being too indirect. Just tell me what happened. Advanced idiom number 8 is through thick and thin. What a tongue twister. Can you say this with me? Tongue out of your mouth for that TH. Through thick and thin. Take a look at this sentence. True friends are together through thick and thin. This means through hard times and easy times, friends stick together. Thank you for being with me and learning English with me through thick and thin. Advanced idiom number 9 is to jump the gun. Are we jumping over guns here? How fun. No, not at all. Take a look at this. I jumped the gun and quit my job before getting a new one. Ugh. Here you can see I did something too quickly. I did it prematurely before I should have. It's not a good idea to quit your job unless you have another job lined up. So we could use this phrase, I jumped the gun. I quit my job too early. Don't do that. And advanced idiom number 10 is to fly off the handle. We could say, she flew off the handle when she saw what a mess her house was. Is this somebody who is calm and collected? Nope. This is someone who is angry, usually suddenly angry. She flew off the handle. What are you doing? Why didn't you clean up? What is this? It's really not the best type of state of being, but it happens to the best of us. Try not to fly off the handle too much, right? Well, if you would like 5 more bonus advanced English idioms, you can download the free PDF worksheet, including an advanced idiom with the devil. Yes, that's right. You can click on the link in the description to get those 5 bonus idioms today. Well, thank you so much for learning English with me, and let me know in the comments, are you someone who flies off the handle? Be honest, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to download the free PDF worksheet with the 10 bonus idioms, 5 intermediate and 5 advanced, plus a 10-question quiz to test if you really understood and remembered all of the idioms from today's lesson. You can click on the link in the description, enter your name and email address, and I will send you, voila, just like that, this free worksheet to your email inbox. And you'll receive my free English worksheets every week without having to sign up again. You can click on the link in the description. That's my gift to you. Well, thanks so much for learning English with me, and I'll see you again next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye. But wait, do you want more? I recommend watching this video next, where you will continue to level up your vocabulary skills, learning more English idioms, including one that you can say when you feel extremely overwhelmed. It's a wonderful phrase to know. I'll see you there.